Hi friends, and in today's session, let's deal with the fourth unit, use storytelling in business communications. So this is the fourth unit, penultimate unit. In the previous unit, the answers, most of you, you have given right answers. When your direct report is sharing their concern, what you have to do? You have to listen closely, right? And is it true or false? Inspirational stories are obviously they are incredibly powerful management tool. Okay, now I am not clearing this badge. After finishing the fifth unit also, altogether we will uh, clear the badge. Then I will create one Trailhead account, or if any existing one I will be showing straight away over there. Then come use storytelling in business communications. The learning objectives. After completing this unit, you will be able to summarize the purpose of informational stories, right? So previously also we discussed this is just information stuff. We have to handle it carefully so that the audience should not sleep when you talk well. Summarize the purpose of informational stories. Identify how to use storytelling to host engaging, interesting meetings. Explain how to use storytelling to deliver concise, compelling, and status updates. List tips for writing on-brand professional Slack posts. Informational stories bolster business communications. Remember that informational stories communicate facts, only figures about the business and typically include a call to action. They help everyone on your team understand what they should be doing, when they should be doing it, and why. These types of stories often appear in many different forms of business communications, including but not limited to meeting, status updates, Slack posts. Okay, here you have a pictorial representation. Remember too that it takes a little more effort to make this type of storytelling engaging, because it is just figures facts which talks about left brain, but our engagement needs to involve the right part of the brain. Let's look at how we turn facts and agenda items into narratives. This is the skill needed. You have to convert facts and agenda into a narratives that capture your audience's attention and move them towards action. This is important. Stories make your meetings meaningful. Meetings, chances are you have them every day. Of course, you have daily stand-ups, uh, scrum meets, sprint meets, every day. Family meets. Okay, family meeting, that is different. I am not clubbing here. Right, daily stand-ups, at least they are there. You might even feel like you have too many of them. But what if the meetings you hosted were more engaging and interesting than the others? You are a hero, right? Who is hero in public speaking or storytelling? Who can engage the audience? Even if it is a dry subject, just mere facts and figures. Still, if you can make interesting and making them engaging with your inspirational things, you are a hero. It's possible with a little strategic storytelling. Here are a few tips for taking your team meetings to the next level. Try this. Why? Set aside the first few minutes of the meeting to get the team engaged with an activity or puzzle, what we call brainstorming. With this, generally we will get connection with the people. So this helps everyone loses up, right? They may be with some prejudice, right? How the boss is going to be today, what the project's objectives are going to be today, whether they can handle it or not, and also your personal problems come into the mind, right? To for that, what you have to do, lose. You have to make them loose from the tightness, what we call brainstorming, right? Then give direct reports the opportunity to lead the meeting. Casually encourage direct reports, share their thoughts and ideas, and ask questions also. So with this, what happens, meeting participants are more likely to retain the meeting's message because they feel invested in the outcome. Then swap stories when appropriate and to reinforce the meeting's agenda items. Right, know this. Then by getting everyone involved in meetings, you are telling the story that success is a team effort. It's not that you do, I mean you say they will do. You assign a task, they have to do it at any cost. Just you release one order, they have to obey your order. It's not like that. It's a team. So when you involve the team members, right, your people over there, they will get involved into that and they will understand it. It's a team. Success is a team, but not an it's not an individual. Team together, it's a single body, right? Then KO, a kickoff meeting, is another perfect opportunity to use storytelling elements. Your team wants to know the story of the project, including the intended outcome, roles and responsibilities of each member, and timelines. Here is how you can kick your project chaos up a notch with a few narrative elements. So try this and why you are using this, right? So start with a story or an anecdote that's relevant to the project. Relativity, relatable, that's important, right? Even if it is a completely not a relevant story that you have started, but you should have a skill to give a connection from there to the current project meeting. That is important. So a short story. If your short story will take the 30 minutes, I mean the project meeting time, what is the use? So it should be seconds or not more than 1 minute. Your team's interest and help them understand the project in a larger context. So like that, try this, try this, try this. That. Stories make your status updates superb. So what is it? Breaking news. In breaking news, what we will get? Uh, Bullet points, right? Bullet points. They will take the bullet points and give you in a sentence powerfully. It's a breaking news, right? The projects you are working and exciting, right? So let's use storytelling elements to talk about them in a clear, compelling, concise way. That's a breaking news. What is a breaking news? It, this much of story, they will have a clear words, a compelling words, and concise words. That's it. So the key is to think like a reporter. What the reporters will do? Status update. They deliver all the key pieces of news and do it quickly. Key elements, bullet elements. Okay. For this, we have five five wives and one husband technique. So we call 5W and 1H, right? 5W. And remember these 5Ws later in the quiz, you may get the questions about it. What are the five wives and one husband, right? So how do they do? They rely heavily on the five wives, 5Ws. What I mean to say, W, who, what, where, when, and why. How is another question that reporters sometimes answer, right? So the five W's, who, example, I am collaborating with Sami and Jamal from Creative Services. Who are involved here? What we are going to do? We are making 2-minute marketing video, 2-minute marketing video that highlights the newest features of Lightning. Why are you working on the project? We want to get people excited about Lightning and show off the amazing user interface. Where we are filming in the studio across the street. When it's on schedule, maybe next Friday, this Thursday, right? So these answers you need to have: who, what, why, where, when. Then to round out your status update, you might need to ask an additional question: what do you need from the team? Call for action: what? For example, you might end your status update by saying, I need you to review the video and provide feedback after screening on Friday. Stories make your Slack post stupendous. Salesforce Slack serves as our digital headquarters, allowing us to quickly and easily collaborate and communicate with one another. Keep in mind that the most important story you are telling with your Slack post is not necessarily about the project itself. It's about your personal brand. Just as companies have brand stories, we each have a personal brand story that encapsulates who we are. You know, we have a brand story, no? Who we are, what we value, and what we hope to achieve personally and professionally, our ethics, our character, or personality, our taste, in simple, our brand, personal brand. You always want to make sure you are telling the best possible version of your own brand story. Here are a few tips for doing just that. Do don'ts. Bold key dates, deliverables, and action items. Bury important information in large chunks of text. No large, right? Key information, key bullet is breaking news. It's like breaking news. Then what to be done, what not to be done. Improve readability by using bullet lists. Post large chunks of text without formatting, right? Don't do that a lot. Text, and mention individual team members when appropriate only. That is a very effective tool. Mentions are very powerful thing. Appropriate, it has to use appropriately. Don't create noise by unnecessarily mentioning people, channel, all, right? Careful. Think before clicking the send button. Post when you are angry or emotional. Right? Don't do that. Be professional. No, out of the context. So if you are posting in a team channel, other members of the team can see what you are writing, even if it is not directed to them. So always be mindful of your responses, and remember that your direct reports are looking to you to set an example. Remember, you are becoming a sensational storyteller, but we are not yet done. In the next unit, you will learn how to use all of these storytelling skills to make your presentations a pop. Right. Quiz, two questions are there. Question number 2. What are the 5 wives? What can help you write effective status updates? Right. What are the 5 wives? Look at here, answer it. Then the question 1. What's one way to make a team meeting more engaging? Allow direct reports to co-facilitate, play games the entire time. Is it okay to tell the story entire time, or is it a short story? Is it a short game at starting point to lose it up, to loosen the audience, or the entire is only playing games? Or strictly stick to the agenda, maintain strict. Already they came with a very tight situation. Again, you are making them tight. Is it okay? Keep personal stories to a minimum. So what? Involve the team members. Okay. So these answers we will discuss in the next module. Sorry, in the next unit of this module. That is use storytelling in presentations. Okay, that we discuss. But I am not doing it. After finishing this, the last unit, use storytelling in presentations. Then together all together, what I mean to say, yourself and myself together, and not I am saying that, I am saying together of 5 units at a time, I am going to achieve the batch. I am going to achieve a batch for the existing. If I have already achieved this one, right, I will take another account and we will be doing it. We will take that batch. After finishing this, use storytelling in business presentations. Okay, in the next session we will be handling use storytelling in presentations. So whatever the knowledge, the inputs that we have received in the previous 4 units, we will be doing it in the next unit. Okay, stay tuned. Till then, namaste, bye bye.